everybody. It looks like today we're going to be making the Mole Rat Wonder Meat dip. I already have the ingredients prepared on this lovely display that I have set up. We are going to start by melting some butter in a saute pan. This is half of a stick. Let's put this in here on medium-high heat, which for my stove means a little less because medium-high is like really high on my stove. It's important to remember when making recipes, every stove is different. So we're gonna melt that. We already got our butter in the oven, or not our butter, our bread in the oven, getting all cooked up. And half a stick seems like a lot of butter. It does to me too, but I guess the artichoke hearts and stuff are gonna go in with it, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Okay, let's see here. I probably should have heated the stove up first. Because it's going to be a minute until this butter freaking melts. But we are melting butter. And by the way, sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I had to take a mental health day. Still kind of needing to take one. But hey, I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? And it also didn't help that I didn't get a lot of sleep because my, oh gosh, what are those doctors called? The psychologist office decided to be asshole psychiatrist. Okay, my appointment was like at like 2. And then they were like, you know what? We're going to call it like 9 a.m. and wake this bitch up. Because, you know, I want to get off work early and see if she could do her appointment early. It's like, I set it at 2. I want my appointment to be at 2. Why can't my appointment just be at 2? But I got woke up, so I only had like very little sleep because of that. Yeah, nice psychiatrist office interfering with my sleep. Okay, we got part of the stick getting melty. Melty, melty, melty. I mean, if they don't keep you crazy, how would they get paid? I guess that kind of makes sense. I guess so. Okay, butter, get good and melty. This butter is taking forever. Okay, I'm gonna try like cutting the, oh no, the butter's too cold. I was gonna try cutting it with the spatula. It is in fact too cold, so I'm just gonna, oh, I got it, okay. Yeah, because that might make it melt a little faster. Get the butter all melty. Melty, melty, melty butter. Okay, let's see here. Getting that done. And then we're going to be sticking in, once this actually does melt, we're going to be putting in the garlic. It said to use 5 cloves, but I like garlic, so I went a little heavy-handed with the garlic. That's more like probably 8 or 10 cloves. And then they want me to put these in. I gotta cook them for 5 minutes, so I guess I better grab my little kitchen timer. Is this not the cutest little thing? It's this little kitchen timer. I got it from, oh gosh, Victorian Trading Company when they were still a thing. They're in fact not a thing anymore. I don't know why. It sucks, because they had some really cute stuff. What are those, scallion whites? Yes, those are scallion whites. These are in fact the scallion whites. And we got the scallion greens. They don't want me to cook the greens, I don't think. White and green, wait. It didn't tell me to separate it. It just said white and green chopped. They didn't tell me to separate it. Oh, so I gotta stick all this in. Okay, so both of these go in, apparently. How many scallions? It is, in fact, 4 scallions. I hope I did that right, because, like, I did, like, 4 bundles. Like, does a scallion count if, because, you know, like, they have, like, multiple bits coming off of them. So, like, does it count as 1? Because if not, I did extra. Okay, so we got that. We're going to add the garlic and scallions now, since it is melty. Garlic. Green part of scallions and the white, and we're going to do that for 5 minutes. And we'll put these aside. I think the bulb piece and however many stalks are attached to it. I was thinking that's what I ended up doing. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like onions, but I personally love onions, so. And we're going to turn the little timer on and keep an eye out for about 5 minutes. Get these good and soft. And then next we're going to add the 2 cans of artichoke hearts. The artichoke hearts had me confused because it said 2 8.5-ounce cans. And they had 14 ounces, but one of the 14-ounce cans things also had the measurement of the 8.5. So, like, along with the 14 ounces, I did not get what that was about, but I just assumed that the 14 ounce without the brine in it equaled the 8.5 ounces. I'm guessing that's what that means. I'm hoping that's the case. Ooh, this garlic smells delightful, and it's so pretty. Here, I'll show you all. Excuse the bottom of the pan. This pan is just stuff kind of dark colored, but isn't that pretty? But we are frying this up. Fingers crossed, otherwise this is going to be hella artichoke-y. Well, I mean, it has a shit ton of cheese and cream cheese in it, so, and we love spinach artichoke dip. I adore spinach artichoke dip. And let's see, they're going to want me to put the chopped Italian sausage in, and I'm going to grab something really fast that will help when I stick the sausage in. Random tip that they are not going to tell you in the cookbook. Potato mashers are great for mashing meat if you make ground meat. They work for more than just potatoes. They're awesome. And let's see, we got just a few more minutes. It smells delightful, nice and garlicky. Our bread, I'm going to check on our bread. Okay, it says we got 9 more minutes on our bread. We do have bread in the oven. But feels like this is getting nice and soft. I really did do an excessive amount of garlic, but I love garlic. I adore garlic. Put that there while we let that simmer a little bit more. And then we're going to put in this sausage. Does it say I need to put salt and pepper in yet? Season to taste. Okay, so that's going to be later. So we'll do that. And it smells like an excessive amount of garlic. Hey, I love garlic, so that sounds like a dream to me. I swear, the one thing that we go through the fastest in our house is garlic. And I think it has been long enough. These look pretty soft. The timer did not go off, but this timer does not keep an exact time. So I just kind of look at it because it tends to take a little longer than it says that it does. So we're going to go ahead and put the sausage in. Sausage. Whoop. Almost dropped the sausage thing. I'm going to rinse my hands off. Then we're going to get the potato masher on the sausage. Potato masher in the sausage. And how long does it want me to cook the sausage for? Another 5 minutes. So I'm going to turn this back up to 5. Get the sausage off. I'm trying to get the sausage really good and mashed because I have a texture issue with sausage. It's not so much the flavor, it's just the texture that I don't like about sausage. It is purely a textural issue. Autism's a hell of a drug. Yeah, it is. I mean, I really do like the flavor of sausage. It's just if I bite into one of those like little gritty things in meat, I will immediately not be able to finish my meal. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach, and I think we got that pretty good mashed. So I'm gonna put the potato masher in the sink. And it's seasoning and meat, what nots to love? Well, it's the texture of the seasonings in said meat. It's just, I mean, I love seasonings and meat and all that. It's just a texture issue for me. Okay, I think that this little timer thing is working like fucking shit. Because it still says that I have 5 minutes. And this meat looks almost cooked. I think I'm just going to do it until the meat's not pink. I mean, that's when it's cooked. Technically, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I mean, because this timer is like really running slow. Maybe it's because like I didn't let it. It does that. It's a cute little timer, but I gotta admit the timing's not really accurate on it. Wish it worked a little bit better, but that's what we're stuck with. Usually I use the microwave, but I don't feel like running over to the microwave during stream. Okay, we're going to do it just a little bit longer. Okay, it seems like there's going to be a little bit of liquidy stuff in this. Because it says to drain any liquid from after we stick the artichoke in, which we're about to do. Okay. I'm going to do it just for another few seconds. But this sausage is looking pretty dang cooked in my eyes. And I'm going to be right back. I'm grabbing my vape. I have it plugged in to another outlet. Yay, nicotine, because I have a problem. I have a nicotine addiction. Oh, shit, I don't need that anymore. I'll move the stuff that I don't eat out of the way. Okay, tossing, I'm going to move it one more time, because this looks pretty dang done to me. But I'm going to do one more little stirry stir and then let it sit for a few seconds. And then we're going to put in our artichoke hearts. Apparently this recipe, you just cook everything for 5 minutes. Or, oh, it says, wait, it just says to cook the Italian sausage until it's no longer pink. Not the 5 minutes. The artichoke's the 5 minutes. Okay. Well, I don't think the sausage is pink. This is what it looks like right now. Nice and sausagey. So we are going to mix in our artichoke hearts. And we are going to turn our timer up to 5 minutes and put this in the dishwasher. Put this in the sink. Get it out of the way. Let's stir this in, and we're going to cook this for a good 5 minutes before draining off any liquid if we have to. I bet the artichoke's going to be, so this is going to be mostly artichoke with just like a tiny bit of sausage in it. Okay, now let that sit for a minute. I wonder if the artichokes are going to shrink after they're being cooked. Got that little ASMR pan sizzle. Yeah, I did. And yes, they shrink. Okay. Am I gonna have to like put anything in place in the baking dish? Okay. Well, I don't even gotta do anything to the baking dish. I was just making sure I didn't need to put like any butter or anything on the baking dish. Let's stir our artichokes. Too liquidy. I mean, I think you did a pretty good job. Hubby drained them today. So, he did the draining portion. Hopefully they get all soft soon. We have to bake it too. That'd probably be an ideal time to cut the bread and put the slices on the pan to crisp them up a little. Yeah, that probably is a good idea. I have to cook it for 20 minutes though. Apparently. So I don't think we need to do it that long, but I can cut the bread, I suppose. I know, it's a good idea. It was yours. Ha ha ha, silly. You're silly. Thinking a bit high and mighty of yourself, aren't you? Okay, getting this good and says to combine it in a medium bowl, add the sauce. Why would you put it in a bowl if they're like, put it in a bowl? The fucking dish that you're baking it in is a bowl. Why would I dirty a bowl to put it in what I'm gonna put it in? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the oven. That's our bread. And we're gonna get this bread out of the oven. Let the bread sit for a few. We'll focus on one part at a time. Normally, if I was cooking, I would have already been cutting that up while this was cooking, but since I'm talking and cooking at the same time, I'm going to take my time. Ooh, the artichoke is getting nice and soft. Here, I'll show you guys. It's softening up a little. Getting nice and soft. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the oven off. Well, I guess I could start preheating the oven to what it's supposed to be on. That would probably be a good idea. Let's go ahead and bake. We need to have it on 375. Oh wait, not 400 something. Good goddamn. There we go, 375. Get that preheating started because we had it on a different temperature for the bread. Is looking pretty good. To be honest, I don't really think that there's any liquid that needs to be drained off of it. I guess maybe they thought maybe people wouldn't drain it good enough, and that would be why there would be extra liquid, because there's like no extra liquid. Like, unless if like I squished the fuck out of this. I think the liquid's like evaporating off of it though, the little bit that there is. Oop, dropped a little on the stove. Okay, get that. I'm just gonna do this for just a few more minutes. Make sure it's all good and soft, because we don't want any hard pieces of artichoke in this. Guess while we're doing the rest of this, we can go ahead and move this little thing, this over here. We need to combine the Parmesan, which this is just a half of a cup of grated Parmesan, the Fontina, which this is a cup. It looks like a little bit more than a cup. I hope the instructions were clear on that, but it said a cup of shredded Fontina, and 8 ounces is a cup, so I assume it meant the 8 ounces shredded. I hope. I mean, who doesn't love a little extra cheese if that wasn't the case, right? Cheese is good. Everyone loves cheese. And here we go. I'm going to move this off of the burner and turn that off. I'm going to start mixing this stuff together. Our cream cheese. I love cream cheese. I love any cheese though, except for the cheese with maggots in it. I don't think I would even try that one. Has anyone else heard of that cheese that has maggots in it? Like, you're supposed to eat the fucking maggots that are in the maggot cheese. That sounds disgusting. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna eat maggots. I'm gonna get me like a fork to stir this. I will be right back. That's the one thing I forgot. Hey, forky. Oh, no, I don't have a good forky fork. I'll use this butter stirrer. I don't know, the butter stirrer might work. Let's get this off. I'm trying to get all the cream cheese off, because cream cheese is gonna make it good and creamy. And what? Are you laughing? What? Would you eat fucking maggot cheese? I won't eat maggot cheese. Maggot cheese sounds disgusting. Who wants to eat maggots? Fuck no, that's a horrified. Oh, okay, it's a horrified face. I was about to say, are you laughing at me because I don't want to eat maggot cheese? I think I watched an episode of some cooking thing, and Gordon Ramsay ate it, and he didn't like it. Thank God. Because I was about to say, if Gordon Ramsay liked it, I would be very disappointed in him. I can't remember what show it was. I don't even think you can get the maggot cheese in America. I think Americans were like, oh, that shit's gross. We're not even going to make that legal. Because, like, I'm sorry, I do not want to eat maggots. Okay, we got this cheese, and we're going to get the rest off of this little packet. Don't want to waste it. Don't want to waste it. Was it that one where he goes around the world and tries weird fucking foods? Trying to... that could be it. That might have been it. I'm not sure. I just remember seeing it. I cannot remember the name of the show, but that probably was it. Because I think he was in another country when he was eating that. Okay, now that we got our cheese, we're going to try to mix this. Oh no. I think I need a spoon. I don't think the butter thing's going to work. That wasn't really a smart idea. That was not intelligent on my part. And just use my hands? No! I don't want to use my hands. I want to try to... I might have to use my hands. I think I'm going to have to use my hands. Okay, we're just going to use my hands. Ugh. Roll it in the cheese and then squish it. It feels like I'm making like cheese dough. Probably be easier. Yeah, it's easier. My hands are going to be covered in cheese now, though. So, I mean, I guess that's not the end of the world. Let's try to get this all mixed up and combined. Feels like I'm like working with dough. It's just cheese. It's all cheese. I mean, till further notice, you're pretty much like making cheese dough. Yeah, I am pretty much like making cheese dough. Okay, I'm just trying to like roll it to get the parm in. Trying to get this grated parm in. I don't know how we're gonna mix the meat in. Add the sausage mixer and mix well. How the fuck am I gonna do that? I guess I'm gonna have to put my bare hands on the sausage mixture too. Okay. I guess I got it mixed up good enough. I guess. I'm just looking at my hands. I'm like, how am I gonna grab the pan? Okay, the pan's just gonna get dirty. The pan handle is just going to be dirty. That's just gonna be how it's gonna be. Ow, it's hot. This mixture of stuff is hot. Oh God. I'm gonna rinse my hands. And I'm gonna put it in and then spark. Maybe the cream cheese will cool it down some. Use a spoon for that. Okay, well I'm using the spatula. Oh no, now my hand's like too freaking wet. Put the oven mitt on. Because it was like slipping out of my hand. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's get this in here. Local news update. Stinky Rose finds out how pan is hot. I mean, I know the pan was hot. I just didn't expect the stuff because I had it off the burner for a few. I didn't expect it to still be like that. Okay. Got that. Now we're going to use the spoon. Oh no. The cream cheese is... I think I came up with a smart idea. Oh wait, I used that for raw meat. I can't do that. I was thinking about using the potato masher, which would work. Wash it real quick. Okay, I'll wash it really quick because that would work. That would totally work. Let's wash my potato masher. Washing the potato masher. I get some dish soap and give it a little scrubby scrub. Make sure it is good and sanitized. We do not want raw meat stuff on our cooked meat stuff. Aha, there we go. That's a lot better. There we go. There we go. Move this up a little. Let's ahead and tap, 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 tap. Making a mess behind the bowl though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I can go back in. Counter's clean, don't worry. I gave it a good deep clean today. Okay, this is slowly getting mixed in. Beat the thing, and okay, we gotta get this corner. Trying to mash this until it's all mashed together. Potato mashers are awesome for things other than potatoes. Okay, I think I got it mixed good enough. Besides, you know, let's just tap this off. I think I can use a spoon from this point on. I got it squished enough. Let's go ahead and give it a little stirry stir. There we go. It is getting good and stirred. Yeah, that's mixed in a lot better. Rest in peace, pepperoni. Rest in peace and pepperoni piece headphones. Listener, what's that supposed to mean? I'm confused. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna flatten this out. Good and mixed. What did you mean by that, hun? Oh, the noise you were banging on the glass or was peeking in the mic a little. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got this good and mixed. Looks pretty good to me. And it says to place it in the 1 quart. I don't know if this is a 1 quart dish. I think it is. It looks like a 1 quart dish. It looks like the dish kind of in the picture. That's a fuck ton of cheese in the dip. Well, yeah, it's a cheese dip. Cheese dips have a fuck ton of cheese. That's what makes it a cheese dip. Okay, now we gotta put this on. Oh, we gotta broil it too. But first we're gonna do this. Put this in for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. There we go. Okay, and I guess while we're doing that, I will grab this and get the cut in the bread that we may not need to toast. It feels pretty crispy, but we will see. That is in fact a butcher's knife, not a bread knife. Okay, bread knife. I'm using this pan. As the cutting board, even though normally I would not do this, but goddamn, why is it? Maybe I need an actual cutting board. I need to eat the piece of bread that fell off. I'm getting an actual cutting board. And those are some massive slices. I think they were pretty small. They don't seem pretty massive to me. I'll try to cut it thinner. Did we overcook the bread maybe? Bread's pretty damn crispy. I don't think we're gonna have to toast it. Okay, here we go. I'll put these little pieces onto the little plate that I have over here. Ah, goddamn. Honey, maybe we should have just bought a loaf instead of doing one we made. Actually, yeah, we are going to have to toast it. God damn, this bread knife does not want to go through this. I think we should have gotten a pre-done loaf, honey. Well, it's too late now. Yeah, it is. I could have gotten the Walmart $2 loaf of fancy bread. There we go. Ow, my back is starting to hurt. Pain right in the middle. Okay. All this sawing in the bread. Oh, shit, I almost cut my finger. Uh-oh, that wouldn't have been nice to have on stream. Me cutting my finger with a fucking bread knife. You cut your finger recently with a butter knife. Okay, we got us a few bread pieces. Let's go ahead and put this in the sink. This can go up. Let's clean up after ourselves. By the way, I don't know if anyone is watching, but since we're going to be stuck waiting, does anyone want to jump in and just say random stuff to keep me busy? I don't know if it's just you and me, hun, but if not, it'd be nice to have something to talk about. No, strange lady, keep yourself busy. Well, what can we talk about? Trying to think. Well, I hope the Fallout show is going to be good. I mean, I have mentioned that before on stream. But I'm a bit nervous because a few of the directors and stuff did that Ring of Power show. And I've not watched it, but I've heard a lot of things where people didn't like that show. And that it really changed Lord of the Rings. So it makes me a little nervous. Apparently Todd Howard has been buzzing around the set, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. I think that is a good sign, actually. Because if the creator of the thing is kind of, the franchise is going over things, that makes sense that it would probably be good in most cases. I mean, he wasn't the creator of the franchise, but in charge of it. Oh, okay. So what quests are we planning on doing today? I think today we're going to do the Museum of Witchcraft one. Because I'm trying to get leveled up with Strong. Because I want to either move on. I know at some point I'm going to have to hang out with Piper, but I think I'm going to focus more on, Strong for a bit. I mean, killing a Deathclaw is always fun. Yeah, it is. It is, though. Oh god, I'm probably gonna have to like get the big guns out, probably like a missile or something to take that on. So I'm probably gonna grab one of those before I leave my house in the game. What game am I planning on playing next? I think Skyrim. Because I loved that one. That used to be my favorite game until Fallout 4 came out. So I think I will probably move on to Skyrim because that one's really good. I love a good Bethesda game. So much freedom. Oh my gosh, how much longer do we have? We have 12 minutes and 30 seconds. 5 times the detail. What does that mean? What do you mean by 5 times the detail? Or, oh, 15 times the detail. I hope this is enough bread. 15, it was some bullshit Todd promised for Fallout 76. Oh, yeah, I do want to play that one. Yeah, I'm going to start lining the bread up on this because I think after 5 minutes we'll put this in for when we get closer to the 5-minute mark. So we got some bread to dip this in. Got some dippy bread. That does not look like a lot of bread. Good thing you got those hoagie buns. We can toast those and eat it on it if we have to. But for a good taste test, this will work. You'll play it with me when the time comes. You really at least need a partner. Oh, so it's not something I could play on my own easily then. Let's see here, we got 10 more minutes. Okay, so since it says, we'll give it another. We might wait a minute. You could, but you definitely get your cheeks ran on raid bosses and certain story necessary missions. Oh, okay. I haven't really watched many. I've watched a little bit of people playing it, but not a lot. Oh, if anyone wants to know what my pointy nails look like, this is my pointy nails that I made pointy. It hurt. It was very painful to, in fact, make them pointy, but I did it! It was painful as fuck. Most of the people playing it on Steam were just there to rag on it, so I didn't miss much. Oh, so does that mean it's probably not that good? Here, I guess I'll move this. I just realized something. This is a baking thing. We're gonna put the things on this. I'm gonna rinse this off. Spray some stuff on it. And we're gonna use this as our baking thingy for the bread. It's better now? Okay, well hopefully it's a lot better because I think that the main problem is they just didn't make the game fully and we're like, fuck it. Let's go ahead and spray this bad boy with some spray so we don't got sticky bread. Oh, I sprayed my vape. Lovely. Lovely. I have cooking spray on the vape. And also can't forget the possibility of me playing Dead Space. I did really like that one years ago. I haven't played it in years. Like, probably over a decade. Has it been a decade? They've updated it too? Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it's been like close to a decade since I've played that one. Because I only just recently got back into gaming because I actually am putting forth the time required to play. And there's a next gen console version. Oh, okay. So we'll have to give that one a play at some point. There we go. We got some bread on our metal pan. Let's see, how much longer have we got? We got 8 minutes. So we'll give about 3 more minutes and we're going to pop the bread in too. Put some olive oil all over it. I'm just going to spray it with the spray. It'll crisp better. Well, I think it'll crisp just fine, just like this. I think that would just be like extra calories, huh? Gotta remember, I am trying to lose weight. I mean, I know it's a cheat day and all, but you remember how upset I was because I gained like 5 pounds, that 3 of them went away overnight. Probably water weight, probably nothing to be upset about, but oh well. I guess I need to remember, weight fluctuates. I know, I still haven't shut up about the weight gain. I know, and I probably shouldn't focus so much on the scale because I have been working out and it's probably partially muscle. Okay, I think we got like 2 more minutes before I pop this in because I think 5 minutes would be perfect for the bread. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. Oh gosh, my back hurts. Let's see here. 2 minutes. Let's see here. We got. Okay, it's close to 1 minute. Then we'll pop this in next to it and then hopefully we will have our food. And I'm going to have to take this out when I've turned the broiler on because we are going to have to broil the thing. Where do you think the TV show is going to fall in the timeline? I'm not sure. I'm wondering if they'll start like right after, but I don't know if they will though. I wonder if it'll like cover multiple timelines, maybe like with backstory. I'm not sure. It would be neat to see that, like to see like a little bit more before the war and then have it happen and then maybe it jump forward in time. I'm hoping it does that because I'd like to see pre-war and current time. They showed Shady Sands, which is a place in Fallout 1 and 2, and it was bombed to shit. Where was, well, which thing, and I guess that would probably be, I don't know what timeline that would be. I don't know. Does that give you like an indicator perhaps? See. Oh, we gotta put our bread in. Bread time. Bread time. Vixie, baby doll, move. Okay, let's move our dip over. Ooh, it's looking good. Okay, we're gonna put this bad boy in. Put our bread in. And we're gonna leave it in there until it's done. Surely 5 minutes will be enough to toast the bread a little bit. It would have to be after 1 and 2, possibly New Vegas, because as far as I know, it was still around in New Vegas. I still haven't played New Vegas. I am gonna have to play that one at some point. Everyone talks about that one. My back is killing me. It's the only one that pretty much everyone unanimously like who isn't a Puritan or a Zoomer. So, well, yeah, I do think that people that are, Puritan as in, I thought we were talking about religious views, like a ditz for a second, and I was like, well, yeah, my grandmother, who's very religious and everything, wouldn't like it. I feel stupid. I realized Puritan meaning pre-Bethesda, am I right? No, Dork Puritan, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, Puritan as in, because it was done by Bethesda, right? Okay, I had a ditz moment because I was like, yeah, my grandmother wouldn't really like Fallout, I'm pretty sure, because she would be like, that's really dark and bad, and thing that I don't get is there's so many religious people that are so against things when the Bible is one of the most violent, horrible books, and yeah, it is a nuclear holocaust. I just don't understand the hypocrisy of you shouldn't watch that because it has dark themes, and it's the Bible has dark themes. Okay, let's see here. We got 1 minute and 9 seconds. Ooh, and our bread's looking a little crispy. Okay. Mole rat Wonder Meat dip. It's looking like the picture. I am going to have to turn the broiler on when this timer goes off. I'm going to have to take the bread out, which means I need another oven mitt. I don't want to burn my hands. Because I don't know if anyone else has ever accidentally pulled something out of the oven without a oven mitt on. That's not fun. And as Jontron said, I'll be reading a book that doesn't have any killing, maiming, sex, poisoning in it called the Holy Bible. Oh no, that book does have all those things in it. Yeah, it does. It has all those things in it. It's just and also sadly, it's reality too. All those things are kind of a part of life, as disturbing as it is. Okay, let's get our bread out. We gotta turn our broiler. Ooh, looking pretty. How's the bread? Yeah, we got the bread a good crispy bread. Okay, got our bread. Put our bread there, and we're gonna put this in the center of the oven and turn that broiler on. And Vixie, baby, get away from the oven. You make me really nervous when you do that. Okay, custom broil. I guess that's how. Yeah, it says I have broil on. Okay. What the heck is the broil setting on the oven? What's a broil setting on the oven? Is it a specific heat? Or is it just suddenly making it really hot? And we need to turn on a 3-minute timer, I just realized. A lot of them too. And it's extra high heat mode. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always wondered that. It's just what, is it a specific temperature that like everyone knows, or I don't know. I should probably get me a little plate. I will be right back with a tiny plate. Tiny plate. And we're probably going to need something to dip with. And where an oven will get to a certain temp and hold it, a broiler will consistently put out heat at that temp. So like it gets like like a crazy amount of heat then. So like it just keeps on increasing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, I'm going to be right back with a tiny little knife because we're going to need that. This would be a good use for the little special butter knife thingy. Add us a plate and some stuff. And we wait just a few more minutes. I can't wait to taste it. It's probably going to be really good. Same, yeah. I'm hoping it is, because if not, I'm going to have to order fucking pizza if like I have a texture issue with it. I'm really hoping that I don't. I mean, I did a really good job of making sure that that sausage was like really mixed through and smushed kind of small to make it work for me. So hopefully I did a really good job of that. Because that's the only concern that I have. Like the flavors and all that sound fantastic. Everything else I love is in this. It's just the sausage that I have a personal vendetta against. Which sucks because sausage rolls. I do admit sausage does have like a good flavor and I like the seasonings. Why is sausage like a different texture? Like why does it sometimes have gristle in it? Is there like a reason? Three, two, and one. We got our stuff done. Ooh, it looks beautiful and bubbly. And because sausage is literally everything ground up, including bone. Oh, maybe I just don't like bone. Maybe I'm like, I don't want to fucking eat bone. But here is our dip. Woo, it's nice and bubbly. Bubbly, and the outside's a little crusty. Looks good. Probably gonna have to let this cool down for a minute. Just did get out of the broiler. Ooh, but it looks amazing. This is gonna be a lot of dip. I don't know if we're gonna be able to eat all this. This is a lot. You'll eat it all. You do eat a lot. I don't even mean that in a mean way. Okay, let's go ahead and get just a little and get it to kind of cool down. I'm spreading it. Grab just a little bit more. I think we're going to need more bread. But we do have the hoagie buns in the refrigerator. Here's my little piece. And let's let that cool down for a second. Blow on it. Blow on the thing. Okay. This is good. This is fantastic, and I do not get any of the grittiness I was worried about so far. How many nukes out of 10 do I rate it? 9.5. And I'm kind of glad, I forgot to put salt and pepper in it, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't. Because I honestly think that if I'd put salt in it, it would have been too salty. I think you'll taste it, and I salt the fuck out of my food, by the way. Like I love salt. So I'm not one of those people like under seasons their food. I forgot to put the salt and pepper in. Glad I forgot to do that. Because had I not, this probably would have been too salty. But oh my god, this is delicious. All right, well, whenever you're ready, we can wrap up here and eat before transferring to the Xbox. Sounds good to me. I guess you can go ahead and sign off, and if anyone's watching, you can join us for a stream where we're going to fight a Deathclaw and go to a museum of witchcraft.